Hello Gemini, this is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do your March general reading for Gemini for you guys. Gemini, if this is your first time coming, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. Okay, Gemini, I prayed and I meditated over your reading so that I could better connect with you guys, and I laid out the foundation of your spread, but it won't be the end. This will just be the beginning of it, and we'll clarify a few cards as we go along. And let's get you started, Gemini. At the bottom of the deck, this card gives me the overall energy of what's going on with you guys. You have the King of Wands. This is the energy of fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And you want to, it is about taking control of your life. It is about success. It is about success. It is about happiness. It is about needing to be needing to become more of an extrovert, needing to harness the energy of an air sign, of a fire sign, to get something accomplished. Maybe going into some entrepreneurial endeavors, really stepping out there, being assertive, being courageous. Using your influence, your people person influence, to make something happen in your life. Being fearless, not afraid to make moves in your life. Following your passion. And that's the King of Wands in the upright position. Charming, a real leader, And this is what the overall energy is. Now, your spread is a little interesting. It's a little complex. So we're going to see how this King of Wands, how it plays out in your reading. In your past, you've had the Nine of Cups in the upright position. You've got the Tower in the U position. Six of Swords in your current situation, and you've got the High Priestess covering it. You've got the you've got the shadow side, which is the Moon, in your immediate future, and you have the Seven of Cups as the total outcome. Right off the bat, I feel like this King of Wands is the energy. This is right because it deals with courage to get you through some turbulent times. Get you through some times when you're not, when things are unknown, when things aren't clear, when things aren't, they're mysterious. Something's happening in your life and you don't quite know what it is, what's going on with it, why things are the way they are. But you know that you need to move on. You know that some sort of change must take place, and you've got to get yourself together, build up that strength, build up that courage, that tenacity. Be more extrovert, assertive. Go out there and say, you know what, I can do this. I'm not going to be afraid. A lot of fire signs, a lot of times, and I'm a Leo, a lot of us will step out there without thinking too hard. We'll make moves, we'll do things that other people won't do. We'll try and put our emotions, our feelings aside. We'll try to we'll work hard at not thinking too hard about something. We'll try not to worry too much about where the finances are going to come from to get something going. What's going to happen, you know, with all the earthly possessions I have if I take this chance and do this. We try not to get too caught up in the process of all of these things that take place, you know, in our head and our heart, you know, monetarily, like, you know, the earth sign, the water signs, the air signs. A lot of times, you know, we're doers. We take these things into consideration when we need to make moves in our lives. But we know that we still need to act on them. The show must go on. We got to get out there and try it anyway. We can't let all these things hold us back. We don't want to be caught up in that what if moment. What if I had tried it? What if I had done it? What if I had gained the courage? Now it's too late. We don't like to feel that way. Many of us, you know, fire signs, that's like the fire sun sign. That's kind of how we are. You know, we got to take action. Okay, got to do it. Got to try. You may have also, some of you may have fire sign in your chart, although you are a Gemini and you are of the air sign. You may have a Leo or Sagittarius or Aries in your life to give you support. Now that I'm talking too much, rambling on too much, trying to get this messages coming through, let's go ahead and move past that and get to your reading. Okay, Gemini. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Cups. You had your wishes fulfilled with something. You were happy. You had your wishes fulfilled. You were very happy in your life, or at least very content. In the you position, there's something taking a major something causing a major change, something causing a major shakeup with you right now, that's creating this drastic change that's going on in your life, or that may have done that already and you're trying to deal with this, with the aftermath. This may have taken place already, because it goes from the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, to the Tower in the upright position. Major shake-up. The ending of a foundation that wasn't stable. This shake-up needed to take place because something else was coming through, and it needed to come on through, or it needs to happen for you. Because without this major abrupt shake-up, you may not take that chance. You may not step out into your King of Wands energy. You might not do it without the shake-up. You may have remained content with what you had in the past. Now, in this situation, in the current situation, you have the Six of Swords in the upright position. And the Six of Swords is your energy. That's air energy, Gemini. You moving on from turbulent times into calmer waters. You're moving away from this tower situation. Lightning struck the tower. The top of the tower fell. Major shake up in your life. You know, you falling down. And this is you here getting back up. Or this is what you'll need to do. Get back up, move away from this situation, move into calmer waters, move on, period, from whatever this situation was that, you know, that happened with the shake-up. Now, the card that covers the Six of Swords could be, it could either hurt you or hinder you. I mean, it could either hurt you, hinder you, or help you. And you have the Prince of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the High Priestess covering it in the upright position. The High Priestess is about using your intuition. It is about having heightened intuition, especially during this time, because we have a Virgo moon from March 1st and March 2nd, and it is about heightened intuition. It is about heightened intuition. It is about taking note and really coming to terms and learning what your soul purpose here, what your soul purpose is in this lifetime. And going for it, going, you know, not being afraid, stepping out there, going with your life purpose, following that path, following that direction. It is about discovering all of those things that are hidden and trusting that intuition. Well, even if you don't discover all of the things that are hidden, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about, because there's a lot is going to be unveiled for you guys. And I feel like you guys are going to be many of you guys are going to be heavily affected by this Virgo moon. You don't quite know where you're going, but you know you need to leave. You know you need to leave. You know you need to get away from this situation. The chart of the path of the course that you need to go on, the path that you need to follow, it's not quite certain to you yet. You're not sure what the outcome is going to be, but your gut instinct is telling you that you need to, you know, get it going. Like I said, with the King of Wands, don't get too caught up into the process of how things are going to turn out or the outcome. Get some action going on. You know, emotion creates motion. You know you need to get away from this. You know you gotta get some sort of action going on, some fire under your feet to get something going. And trust that you will be guided. Use your intuition. Seek help from someone who, look at this, 444 on my phone. The angels coming in. Look at that. Angels coming in with the message 444. Wow, this is deep. Gemini, someone, you may seek someone who is extremely intuitive. You may seek counsel with maybe a spiritual advisor, an intuitive counselor, someone who's maybe someone, you know, someone up the cloth too. For some of you, this is the message is coming in, or your higher self. This person is very, very intuitive. This person may be coming in to help you, you know. Now, in the immediate future, you have the shadow side. This is the moon. The moon is Pisces. This is a Pisces card. It is about something that's hidden. It is about the unknown. It is about dreams and you needing to pay attention to them. It is about the sides of us that we hide from the world, that we choose to hide from the world because we don't want everybody to see it. It can also be about depression, but we're going to clarify some of this. Like I was saying, you are or you will be moving away from this situation, moving on to calmer waters, or this is what you would like, but the path where you're going, how, you know, how things are going to turn about, how things are going to happen is unclear to you, and you need clarity. You need to either seek your higher self, get some guidance from someone very intuitive, maybe possibly someone, you know, some sort of counselor who can help you shed some light on some things. Help you see what this is, so that things can seem look a little more clear to you. Now, this is also about deception. We're going to clarify. I definitely want to clarify this one. In the total outcome, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about, it can be about illusion. This is in the upright position. Many choices, confusion about those choices. You don't know what's what. Are the contents of the cups real, or are they an illusion? You may be casting an illusion, because this person in the traditional tarot deck, the person is standing near the cups. The back is turned and they're looking at the cups. This person is looking directly towards, you know, towards the person is looking, and it looks like they're casting something. It looks like this man is casting something. Is he casting an illusion? Will you be casting an illusion? Will you face someone, come encounter with someone who's trying to cast some sort of illusion with these cups towards you, because they're trying to persuade you into taking one of these cups? Or will you be the one that's confused and not sure which cup to take? We're going to come back to that one as well. Now, Gemini, You go from 9 of Cups in the past to 7 of Cups. And the total outcome, I'm noticing that. You've got 1, 2, 3 major arcanas here. 1, 2, 3. Major changes taking place. Major occurrences taking place in your life. 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups. After you start over, you have to make new decisions about what brings you happiness, what brings you joy. I'm looking at the Tower, and before I can get, while I'm shuffling and concentrating on the Tower, and before I can get the question out, the Devil in reverse pops out. You coming out of a toxic situation. You coming out of bondage. You coming out of, look at this, the Hierophant in reverse. Very, very good. Okay. All right, Gemini. You were in a situation in this 9 of Cups that seemed, remember when I said you had wishes, you had happiness fulfilled, wishes fulfilled, you had lots of happiness, or at least contentment. And contentment is not what this card means. It means happiness. Contentment means, we all know what it means. It means sort of like settling for what's there, because you can't get the total happiness. And you're going along and say, you know what? I may not be totally happy, but I'm content with what I have. And it's interesting that I use that word, because I never use that word contentment when I see the 9 of Cups. I've never used that. This wasn't totally 100%. Whatever this 9 of Cups was, it wasn't 100%. It was the image that you casted out. It was what you settled for. It was what you accepted as happiness, because it was as close as you felt that you could get to it for some of you. For others of you, it is happiness. It's just that simple. It was. For others of you, this 9 of Cups was too much happiness, too much joy, too much celebrating, maybe too much drinking, or too much, could have been some abuse of some sort, maybe too much eating, too much, substance abuse, could be too much sex, too much of something that you thought brought you happiness. And now the Tower is coming in and getting rid of this, wiping this out, because it was toxic. It was not good for you. And you're coming out of that bondage. The Tower's coming in to bring you out of the bondage, to bring you out of the addiction of whatever this 9 of Cups was. Bring you out of a toxic relationship. Definitely a relationship with what it was some sort of commitment you had with someone. Because you have the Hierophant in reverse right next to the Devil in reverse. And the Tower is shaking this up for you. Getting rid of this. This foundation wasn't stable. It's shaking it up. Tearing this shit apart. You were in some sort of long-term commitment for some of you. And it wasn't a good commitment. It wasn't healthy for you. It was toxic. whatever that toxicity meant for you, long term, some of you were in a relationship with a Capricorn or a Taurus who was not good for you, who was not healthy for you. Some of you, this Hierophant in reverse was a false prophet. Someone who presented him or herself as good and had your best interests at heart. Maybe a spiritual leader or priest or some sort of teacher, educator. Someone you had to go to for answers and guidance. Someone you had to conform to get this knowledge, to get this thing happening in your life, or to get married. And this person was false. This person's like a false, leader. Yep. False religious leader or false spiritual leader. And you were in bondage with this person. You may have, literally danced with the devil with this person. Maybe a cult leader for some of you. And you need to get out of it. You could have fallen, into a trap of maybe some sort of spiritual or religious cult that you really needed to get out of. That's for a few of you. Like I said, for some of you, this is a relationship, a toxic relationship with another person that you committed to. Some of this, for a few of you, this may be a bad cult or religious experience, Maybe something in the spiritual community that wasn't good for you, it wasn't healthy for you, it was toxic, poisonous to you. And you felt like you couldn't get out of it, so something comes in and shakes it up to make you leave. Because here, now you're not leaving, you're escaping this. I said earlier that you were leaving this situation behind. Now you're running, you're escaping this. For some of you, this is a drinking or some sort of substance abuse or addiction. Could be food, but it doesn't feel like food, although there's food on the table. It is your own internal demon that you're battling with, that you were committed to, that you were once bound to. Yep. And you're, like I said, you need to seek your higher self or seek someone who can help you get out of this situation. With some esoteric knowledge, maybe look into the situation for you to help give you clearer insight from this situation, this murky, from this spiritual bondage or whatever type of bondage that you were in. Seek help from the outside. Go into your higher self. I'm not going to clarify, I don't think I want to clarify the priestess, because that's kind of, that's kind of self-explanatory what needs to happen. I want to go right over here to the shadow side. Spirit, can you tell us why the shadow side is here? I know this reading seems really heavy, but I'm going by, you know, it seems very heavy and specific to somebody. But if this reading can help one person, then it will be worth it, you know, to get it out there. Spirit, can you tell us why the moon card is here, the shadow side? Can you tell us why the moon card here, the shadow side? Can you tell us why is it here? I know it seems real heavy. That kind of fell. It came out in the reverse position. I'm just gonna leave it here because that's the way it flipped over, but then it fell over towards the future. But we're gonna just leave that there like that. The Empress in reverse. One more for the moon. One more for the moon card. Why is the moon card here? Okay. I'm gonna go with that. Okay. In the near future, you will drop the ball with something that you're juggling. You or someone around you will drop the ball with something that you're trying to balance and juggle. There's something that you need to create, manifest, create abundance with, or whatever it is you want with the Empress. But there's something that you want to create, but someone is being like too much into herself, or you know, you may be too much into yourself coming into the future with the shadow side here, kind of, you know, or someone in your life, maybe your significant other, may be too much into themselves, too much into the aesthetics of what something is to look like or be like. Instead of truly creating it, but more so the facade or illusion of creating this thing, creating something. The Empress in the upright position, she's like Mother Earth, you know, she's very creative. Whatever she touched, there's some sort of abundance in whatever she does. She's like beauty, the ultimate of beauty. She's fertile, not just for pregnancy, not just for the sake of reproduction, but you know, she's fertile with the land. She's fertile in, you know, making money. She's, you know, she's a manifester. period, a manifestor, period. And you know, with all she does, she's usually wealthy, you know, or, you know, makes some good money, creative, prosperous. She has a high sense of self-image, good looking. But in the reverse position, she could be too much. She could be, you know, too much into herself, into the aesthetics of things. What something appears to be. She may not be manifesting what it is she wants. This person could be usurping your energy. Maybe using you for your resources, using you for, you know, your accomplishments, using you for what you create. And this is me talking on the outside of the meaning of, you know, what it is in the tarot. This is me going by my intuition. This could be you fooling yourself, needing to drop the ball, you know, you fooling yourself about something that is, you know, this is a little odd though. You or somebody around you dropping the ball. No longer juggling. Dropping the ball with this facade or with this other person that's not, you know, this kind of into themselves, conceited. And it brings heartache, it brings sleepless nights, it brings anxiety. Wow, this is kind of interesting. Maybe for some of you with this shadow self, this moon isn't someone external from you, but this is you needing to do this with yourself. Sounds kind of odd, I know. But you needing to come to terms with something false. You needing to come to terms with what you discover about someone who's false. Because you've got false people over here. You've got a false person over here. They're not who they say they are again. And you needing to get rid of it, even if it causes you pain, because it's something you're going to find out. Maybe something you'll find out about yourself that you need to get rid of. You need to come to terms with it, even though it brings pain. It definitely needs to come to an end. Maybe this is a part of you. This is something you're taking with yourself because you haven't gotten rid of everything from the past. So this is something you bring into the future, and you need to okay, this is one last time. Get rid of it. Drop it. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Spirit, can you tell me why the Seven of Cups is here? Can you tell me why the Seven of Cups is here? Seven of Wands. You need to stand your ground against the Seven of Cups. that feels like stand your ground against someone who's, like I said earlier, someone who's casting an illusion. Stand your ground against someone, you know, because it looks like you're moving away from this situation but going right back into another toxic situation. But I don't want to speak too fast. This is what it feels like. A cup not being offered. You have stand your ground with the Seven of Wands, and you have the Knight of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Cups. You will be turning down one of the offers of this cup because you feel like it's not real, it's not sincere. This Knight of Cups in the reverse position, there's somebody, you know, it's an offer not, you know, falling through or not coming through. And this person is not serious. This person is casting an illusion. This is a person, somebody external to you that's coming, the final outcome. Whoever he or she is, let it go. Because this person is, like I was saying, I felt strong about this, somebody casting an illusion. I could feel it, you know. I was drawn right into that particular meaning about this. For those of you who encounter this person, let it go. Believe it. Trust it. With this mystery card right here, trust what you know, what's up here. This person, it's like this person knows what you've gone through back here, and they're coming, you know, with more Svengali. They're coming, you know, to more illusion. Because they feel like you were vulnerable over here. And you don't want to fall back into another trap with something. For some of you who have a drinking problem or problem with substance abuse, this person may come back and try to offer you more of it. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about. Turn it down. Tell them, you know, no, I cleaned up myself. I went through a lot. No, thank you. You back away from me. Don't try to dress up a drink as something else. No, that's quite all right. I don't need it. You're trying to play games with me. Don't play games with me. Do not play games with me. I've been through a lot already. I don't need your games. Whatever game you're trying to play, please go away. Back away from me. I don't need your games. I've come too far. This is not quite clear to me. Spirit, can you tell me why the moon is here? Why is the moon here? Can you give me a little bit more clarification about the moon? What's going on with the moon? A secret. More secret shit. Part of my French. With the book. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about the moon? What does Gemini need to know about the moon? This is just not... What is this about? What can they look for? Because there's so many secrets here, so many things that are hidden. It's not really clear. I know that Gemini will figure out what it is when the time is right, but Kind of help us with this now. Money, emotions. Wow. One more. Money, emotions. Secret concerning shadow side. Okay, this has to do with money. Definitely. This secret that's coming up. Remember when I said that the Empress in the reverse position, and I went kind of like off the cuff a little bit with the Empress in the reverse position. This person may be trying to usurp your resources, get your resources from you. And then you have the Two of Pentacles here, the juggling. You dropping the ball, you're making a decision. Maybe this person is trying to get you to drop the ball. Maybe you follow this person in the immediate, the immediate future, and you're hurt. This person hurts you, hurts you. You're hurt from a decision that you made. You just came out of something, and then you go back. You're faced with more challenge. This person may use you. Now, use you for money, use you for resources. This person is not who they say they are, who they appear to be. All that glitters is not gold. So they can't manifest what they really want. And they use their secrets, they use their tricks to try and get your resources. Secret, money, business and stability, big money. Try to usurp your knowledge, your resources. They try to get it from you. That's going to be for some of you. Business. This is for some of you. This is about business. It could also be in a personal relationship. You come across somebody, you get out of a bad situation, you meet someone else that you think, that you feel is good for you, that is healthy for you, but all that glitters is not gold. They're really not, and they're after your money. They are after your money, and you got to be careful with this. Be careful. Use your intuition. You're going through a lot. Somebody's going through a lot, Gemini. Somebody's going through a lot. If it seems too good to be true, coming up in the near future, back them up off of you. Back them off of you. Say no. Turn them down. If this seems too good to be true, if this person seems too good to be true, back him or her off of you. Hold on to your money, hold on to your resources, because you're, over here, use your intuition. Tap into your higher self and not just seek advice outwardly, not just seek intuitive advice, externally. You use your intuition. Now is the time to do it as you move forward, through this journey, as you heal from some things that happened here that's happening with you now in the past. You don't need any more pain that looks like it's coming up. So you have the power to change this situation, Gemini. You have the power, You have the power. It doesn't have to turn out this way, but if it does start turning out this way and you see it come to fruition, it might not make sense to you right now. This is still February while I'm making this video. It might start making sense to you further in March or even towards April. Spirit, coming together. Some of you have love coming towards you with the Two of Hearts coming together, or Two of Cups. Some sort, some of you got some love coming into your life. Love, love, love. Spirit, can you tell me what messages? Moving on. Yep, you got a moving on card. Eight of Cups, moving on, needing to move on. Six of Swords here, moving on. They're going in the same direction toward the future. Moving on. More moving on. Then you have some love coming in. Some of you have love coming in. Some of you have love coming in the future. Once you start getting past all of this, but you want to be careful. You know, some of you may want to evaluate what's being offered to you. Some of you need to turn this down, and some of you need to more closely evaluate this Two of Cups coming to you, because you've got quite a few mystery cards here. But it's up to you to start discerning what these things mean in your life. This reading isn't going to resonate with everyone. It may resonate with only a few of you. I haven't asked the question yet. I'm not even concentrating. If it doesn't apply, like I've said in the past, let it fly. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. You can also check out one of the other videos for a sign that may be stronger in your chart, or another strong sign in your chart. You know, maybe your moon or your rising may be something different than your sun sign, and that might apply better for you, Gemini. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini for the month of March? What message do you have for Gemini for the month of March? What messages do you have for Gemini for the month of March? If you'd like to book a personal video reading with me, you can definitely do so by contacting me through the information that is provided inside of the description box. And we can set something up and just concentrate on you and only you. What messages do you have for Gemini for the month of March? What messages? Relaxation. You'll need some relaxation going through all of this journey that you're going through, this transformation. You don't forget to take out a moment to yourself and breathe, relax. Try to relax from it, because it's a lot. Somebody's going through a lot of stuff right now, and you'll need to step into your power. Not get so caught up into all of your emotions, all of your thoughts, all of the worry about monetary things as you make this change in your life. Whoops. And we have choice. over here, like I said before, definitely choose wisely. Make a choice. Use your discernment, and don't just go for, you know, what somebody puts before you, what they, you know, try to show you. If it doesn't feel right, you know, let it go. But make a choice. Don't just let them hand it to you. You decide what it is that's best for you. Don't just let someone, you know, tell you. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I think you guys get the message. Anyway, Gemini, this concludes this reading for this general reading. And yeah, I will be back in the around the middle of March for mid-month love readings for Gemini for the rest of the zodiac signs. So you can come on back and take a look and see what we have, see what's going on with your love life. In the meantime, take care, Gemini. See you later. Bye-bye.